Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. As we speak, the Police and Communication Authority of Kenya officers forcibly enter NTV's Limuru transmission station and decided to switch off free-to-air signal. This came after the Communication Authority of Kenya delivered their press saying that all media stations were not to show the demonstration. When they saw the NTV and the KTN and other stations were continuing to do so, for example, like NTV, they decided to storm the NTV's Limuru transmission station and switching off the free-to-air signal. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like.
This it condemns the directive issued by CA instructing television broadcasters to cease live coverage of the ongoing Gen Z demonstrations, and this move represents a serious affront to media freedom, the public's right to information, and the constitutional guarantees that underpin Kenya's democracy. Live broadcasting is a legitimate journalistic practice that allows citizens to witness events as they unfold, fostering transparency and enabling accountability. By attempting to silence live coverage, the CA undermines not only the independence of the media, but also the democratic right of Kenyans, especially young people, to express themselves and to be heard. So the African Editors Forum says it is particularly concerned that this directive comes at a time when trust between citizens and institutions is strained. In an age of synthetic reality, deepfakes, and digitally manipulated narratives, a news blackout is dangerously counterproductive. When mainstream media is gagged, misinformation and conspiracy theories thrive. Authorities must not create conditions that hamper information integrity by driving citizens to rely solely on unverified and often misleading sources of information. Instead of suppressing coverage, authorities should focus on ensuring the law enforcement upholds the rights of protesters and respects the freedoms enshrined in Kenya's constitution, including the freedom of expression, freedom of the press, and the right to peacefully assembly. They also say that they stand in solidarity with Kenyan journalists and media houses committed to telling the story of this pivotal moment with professionalism, accuracy, and courage, and they urge the CA to immediately rescind this directive and reaffirm its commitment to media independence and constitutional order, and calls on all regulatory authority agencies to act within the confines of the law, uphold international standards on freedom of expression, and engage constructively with the media sector rather than resorting to censorship. The future of democracy in Africa, and indeed the legitimacy of public institutions, depends on an informed citizenry, not on the concealment of public dissent. And this has been signed by Churchill Otieno, who is the president of the African Editors Forum. Zainab, you should also be having some update.
Right, of course, as I look at some of the other statements as well, but you have read out Taif's statement, I believe.
Yes.
However, we've also received information that Communications Authority has raided NTV's Limuru transmission station, forcefully switching off the free-to-air signal. So that's the latest information at this point, that even despite that directive to ban live broadcast of the protest, it's that the Communications Authority has raided specifically NTV's Limuru transmission station, forcefully switching off the free-to-air signal. I don't know what does that mean for us, Dan?
It means that some of our signal is not available on some platforms, on some set-top boxes. But as we have been saying, we are still available online on our social media platforms, on YouTube, X, Facebook, name it. We are still available there. And as well as the website, that's ntvkenya.co.ke. You can still get our stream there, as well as the different stories that we're putting out, even as we update this. And like Zainab had rightly put, we have also been having live blogs on nation.africa, where you can see, just updates from different parts of the country.
As this demonstration is creating a panic to the government of the day, I was seeing some videos coming from KIAMBU Road, and I was shocked. These Kenyans, they were aiming to storm the CBD. But along the way here, before access the Thika Road, they were tear gassed. Even the crowd was so huge. I want you to watch the video. This is the video. As if the issue of KIAMBU Road is not enough. We had a scenario whereby some goons decided to close the Allsop Road, the takeaway road next to Allsop's. And they were having the aim of blocking demonstrators that were trying to access the CBD. And this brought a lot of tension, and even as we speak now. So when you look how William Ruto is behaving, is a man who is worried, is totally worried. Hata wakati alikuwa pale mazishi ya baba ya the governor of Kilifi Mung'aro, unaona William Ruto anaongea na simu. Things are not good. Watu kwa matanga watu wanaongea, lakini yako unaongea na simu. Inamaanisha things are not good for his side. So one thing that you must understand with this government, they overrated themselves too much. And still they are overrating themselves, saying they are capable of doing whatever they can do. And they will do it. So all this circus of the so-called Kenya Kwanza government has not achieved anything, because already Kenyans wanajua all the direction and the prospect, what they want. And so the government of the day has not realized what the Gen Zs are looking for, and other Kenyans. Because you cannot tell me, you as a president, you're not listening. If truly you are listening, you've seen the demonstration. So you don't know anything can come along the way. The tenor ignite fire. And this can ignite fire William Ruto and as a shanga. Last year's demonstration was ignited by the finance bill. Today we are speaking about the police brutality and extrajudicial killings that William Ruto has failed to address. If truly is a man who wants change, he could have already addressed the issue of extrajudicial killings. But the man has failed. In fact, what he's doing, I don't know how to describe it. You were elected, sworn in the office constitutionally. When people are speaking, they are speaking. Are you listening or not? But for the president we are having, ameweka wengine ndio kipaumbele, anasikiza kuliko wa Kenya. Na hivyo ndio ambiwe. Kenyans are tired. Kenyans are squeezed. Kenyans are tired, I'm telling you. They are tired. So anyone who is still lying to William Ruto at yo, baba, maneno iko sawa. Haiko sawa. Maneno haipo sawa. Are you getting that? What do you think, Kenyans? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.